Well, been doing a little work today out here. It's cold, but the ground was frozen enough to where I didn't make a complete mud hole, just a little. Now it's still a mess back here. It's going to take probably another 2 or 3 weeks before I actually get the ground stable enough to where I can clean it up better than what I have. And that mess, this just, I stay up at night thinking of this. I don't like my yard looking like this. But anyway, if you remember walking out here before, there used to be like a little retaining wall there made up of cylinders, and it was about 7 or 8 inches deep from like, where am I? From like there over, and this was over here was lower. Well, what I did was I tore up that retaining wall and I started to flatten it out. Now everything that was over there was at one time all 3/4 inch process, and like I say, that was about 6 to 8 inches deep, and then over time dirt started falling on it, so I ended up with a couple inches of fill on top of it. Not by choice, just happens. And then so I had it down over there. So now what I did was took all the cylinders out and I started to level it all out, and I took all the 8 inches out of here and put it down there in those piles. Now I don't know if you can see the piles or not, if the camera actually shows the depth in the piles. So there's a bunch of fill down there that actually came from here, and there's actually more here if I want to scoop more of it out. And there's a little bit over there still. So anyway, I've got a yard right now full of cylinders. So what I'm going to do, probably see what the weather looks like tomorrow or Monday. We'll start spreading that piles up there and start spreading it down to, to raise that up a little bit. Basically, I'll just take the peaks off. So that's going to be about 8 to 10 inches in depth. Yeah, about 8 to 10 inches. Well, I'll give you an idea where I'm at. Now this, like I say, this used to be stepped right here, if you remember right, with those cylinders and some of the pressure treated landscaping timbers. Now this is still where I'm here, which is all this process mixed in with dirt now. This was dirt nail. Well, I'm thinking of going south and I start talking like that. Damn. Anyway, I eventually will just start backblading it from, well, right about where that little concrete pad is. I just stuck that there for now until I decide where I'm going to bury it. But anyway, from there I will start blading it backward and chopping this all down at about 1 inch at a time, all the way back, and dragging it here and leveling it all out. Then I will get all these cylinders out of the way because there's a lot of fill in there still. Let me get out of the sun. And then by the time I back blade some of this down, jump up on that, and I'll flatten the blade out, like I say, and just skim across the top, taking off maybe 5 or 6 inches off the top of those piles, and that will give me enough to come back here with it and flatten that all out, plus keeping the grade away from the shed, the garage, the shop, whatever you want to call it. So, and then right about where that chimney is, just before it, about 2 feet before it, I'm going to build a little shed, lean tool, whatever you want to call it, for the generator to fit into. That yellow thing, that's just a gas line with a piece of 12-volt cord in it, which is not connected, so that's going to get out of there. This camera thing, I thought I seen birds in it the other day, not with the camera, but I seen them flying into it, I think. So, or flying out of it, I'm not sure. So I'm going to try to get that camera hooked up so I can see if there's anything going on in there. And then I got to get all this wire off here because, like I say, this is all wire that's really not connected to anything. It was stuff that I used and needed at one time or another. I may not take it out. I may just staple it up and paint it in or trim it in someplace. Put it in the cracks, because I might be able to use that for like a scanner antenna. Or if I need voltage, what's this one? This is 12 volt. This is black and red, so I can 14 gauge, I think. or 12 gauge, so I can even use that if I needed some voltage. So I'll probably leave them here, just neaten them up. But anyway, that's where I'm at. So when I'm done with it, I will probably be up even with those pressure treated landscaping timbers that you see underneath the fence over there. And that should all be pretty well even. And then if I get more patio blocks, I'll just start putting them on top of it. And then just do what I gotta do. But then the wife said she may have enough of those patio blocks at work to where we may be able to do the driveway with them. So that's another thing, because the front of the house, it has a one-car asphalted driveway, but I widened it and made it a two-car, and we were going to have the whole thing re-asphalted. But after I looked at it, I'm saying, you know what? You know, the driveway that's already asphalted is in great shape, so why would I want to re-asphalt that? So the part that has a lot of process on it right now, it's been packed for the last 5-6 years. So those pavers, boy, I got it today. Those pavers would fit right there, and then I can get some real fine process with some of that cement mixed in with it, and just brush it in there and let it harden up, and I'd be all set. So I don't know yet. Like I say, my main concern is right now is getting the yard done, getting those patio blocks stacked up someplace, getting everything leveled out, getting my grass planted where I've been tearing up with the tractor, get those wood piles piled up someplace. I actually may make a little woodshed, build a little woodshed just for the wood. I don't know yet, but we'll see what happens. Other than that, I gotta work on this, so I'm gonna do a video on it right now so you can see what I'm talking about. Let me give you a quick rundown here. What's going on so far? Got it all leveled out. I still need a little bit more fill down there. So if you see that little hump right there, I don't know if you can see it, but right about there, it kind of like just, well, what I'm going to do is take this a little bit more out of here, because I got about another 2 inches here, and I'm going to scrape it right down, take that hump out, and push it all into that, and that'll give me all that I need. So right now it looks pretty darn even, pretty level, except for right there. So that's where we're at.